Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are doing a haul from Polish Pickup for the month of December. I know it's not that long ago, but I'm actually struggling to remember what the theme for that month was. In any case, we have quite a few polishes to get from that box. As you can see, I got kind of a lot of purples, which I don't think surprises any of my regular viewers, but let's go ahead and dig in. The first one is from Bee's Knees Lacquer, and this one is the Earl King. It is a purple polish, and as a purple fan, I definitely wanted to see this one in person. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is a squishy purple base, loaded with this large particled shimmer. This has a very strong red to orange to green to gold shift in it, and I love this larger particle size. It has such a gorgeous glow to it. This is it in 3 coats. This one does have that squishy base, so I think longer nails might need to wear this over a blurring base coat or a matching undie to gain a full opacity, but I absolutely love this combination. Again, the size of the particles and the glowiness against this squishy purple base is definitely one of my favorites. Eventually, I do want to compare this to a couple of other polishes that are in this realm of colors, a squishy purple with a glow to it, but I had to see this one in person. I also like that that purple has a pinch of almost blue to it. There's a kind of a cobaltness to that base. So that one was the Earl King. Next up is one from Cliona Cosmetics. This one is called Vaporwave, and this one is a magnetic. Now, this is a really interesting combination of components in this polish. You have this pinky green gold look. You've got some hollow in there, and then when you magnetize it, you get almost this deep green base with a bright pink flash that pops up in that magnetic line. And in person, that pink shifts to orange, and then you've got sort of this slime green across the edges. Really interesting combination. Now, I did forget to share this item. I got this from Dom Nail Polish, and this is their lightning magnetic wand. So you have the standard magnet on one side and then an offset magnet to create that zigzag effect on a magnetic. So I did end up using this one on the magnetics on my swatch. So here is the one from Cliona Cosmetics in 3 coats. Now the way I've used it on this one was the way that I use a standard magnet, and that's sort of diagonal across the nail. Now it's not my favorite way to use this one. I'll show you the way that I ended up using it on the upcoming magnetic, which is from Femme Fatale. But here it is on the Cliona, and you can see that really bright, deep fuchsia and the green base. In person, I'm seeing even more colors. I'm seeing peaches and oranges, golds. You get this deep murky purple in that shift in the base as well. This is really gorgeous, very unique as well. So that one was Cliona Cosmetics Vaporwave. The next polish comes from Cuticula. This one is called Pixie, and I had to get this, you guys. I absolutely loved the Dragon Glass collection that she came out with, and of course the original Dragon Glass polish that was released through Polish Pickup. I thought that this one was a beautiful addition to that collection with this gorgeous cornflowery blue periwinkle base and those amazing flakies. The colors that you see in here are just gorgeous. Here it is in 2 coats. This one did have an opaque enough base that I had full opacity on this nail length in 2 coats, although I do think if you have really long nails or a predominant nail line, you might need a 3rd, or you could just put this over a blurring base coat to help give yourself that boost in opacity. But again, this one is so gorgeous. I love this color, and those flakies are just dazzling. So that one was Cuticula's Pixie Glass. Next up is another magnetic, this time from Femme Fatale. This one is called Dark Falls, and this is a really beautiful combination. You have this slightly dusty deep rose shade, and then you have these gorgeous fleekies that in person are purple and indigo, maybe a deep shade of blue in there. Then you have holographic, you got micro glitter, and you have the magnetic particle. When you add the magnetic, you get that lighter pink to pull up into the magnetic line, and then you're left with almost a purple leaning pink towards the rest of the bottle. And the flakies really pop beautifully when it's magnetized. So here it is in 3 coats. Now this time when I used the magnet, I put it lengthwise on the nail, and I think for this zigzag pattern it turned out a lot better that way. You can see the zigzag on there, although it has dispersed since I did this last night, but I really like how this ends up looking on the nail with that sort of a zigzag pattern. And of course the polish itself is just beautiful on. I love this shade of pink. It's got that hint of purple to it that might be from those flakies. It's just a really gorgeous polish. So that one was Femme Fatale's Dark Falls. The next polish comes from MTK Designs. This one is called Berry Autumn, and this one definitely speaks autumn to me. I love the fall colors that you have in those flakies. All of this is in a really rich purple base. Absolutely gorgeous combination. You also have a pinch of this blue shimmer. As a fall fan, I definitely am excited to wear this polish next fall. Hopefully I can get it on my fall rack. Here it is in 3 coats. This one did have a squishier formula, so you definitely need 3 coats for full opacity. You could also wear this in 2 coats over a blurring base coat or a matching undie, but it's a beautiful polish. I love the contrast of those warmer flakies against that gorgeous purple base. So that one was MTK Designs, Berry Autumn. The next one comes from Phoenix Indy Polish, and this one is called Boy Toy, and this is a gorgeous and pretty unique polish. You have this base in a very light purple, and then you have a shifting shimmer. You've got a strong red to green to gold, and then what I really liked about this was the mix of glitters that they used. You have matte glitters in a soft blue. I think there's also white and possibly a light purple. I can't tell if the purple is just some of the glitter layering with that shimmer, but it's a really fun combination. I love the icy blue against this purple. This is it in 3 coats. Now this one definitely had a sheer consistency to it. Way sheerer than I was expecting it to be. I'll have to go back and see if this one was meant more as a topper, but it is really beautiful. As you can see, you could layer it nicely over other colors. Again, a really beautiful combination. I just wish that the purple was a bit more predominant on the nail, because mainly what I'm getting is the glitter and that shimmer. So that one was Phoenix Indy Polish, Boy Toy. The next one comes from Rogue Lacquer. This one is 1985, and this one is a beautiful deep shade of bright pink. You have some holographic flakies in there. There's also a subtle shimmer in there that you can see shifting to green and gold. So I think there's also a red shift in there as well. Yep, there you can see it there. Here it is in 2 coats. This has a beautiful look on the nail. As always, I love the holographic flakies in this type of polish, and I could see this type of polish in every single color of the rainbow. I didn't have this color yet in my collection with this type of formula, so I was glad to see it from Rogue. So that one was Rogue Lacquer's 1985. And the last polish from December is from What Addiction, and this is Leaf Peeping. Now this definitely speaks to my fall loving heart. I absolutely love fall polishes. Autumn is definitely my favorite season as an adult, and I love the colors that come out in that season. So you have this really beautiful, slightly dusty shade of orange, and then it is loaded with these multichromatic flakies. There's also a large particled shimmer in here. It all looks beautiful together, and again, very autumnal. Here it is in 3 coats. Now this one was a bit sheerer than I expected it to be. I expected it to be somewhat sheer since it does have a lot of components in it, but even in 3 coats it's still pretty sheer. But this one is probably one that I would wear over either a blurring base coat or maybe a matching undie. Pull something that's similar to that orange base. There's also some holographic in here that I forgot to mention in the bottle, but it looks gorgeous on the nail. And I think you can see all of the components really nicely on. So that last polish was What Addiction, Leaf Peeping. And there you have it. That was my haul from Polish Pickup for the month of December. Let me know which ones were your favorites and also which polishes you bought, if any, for the month of December. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.